Hello, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well, wherever you are and whenever it is when you're watching this. I am Charlotte Habegger. I'm an independent consultant with Epicure and a senior director, and today I'm going to do something exciting, which is to unbox our new business kit. Do you want to know what's in it? So, I'm going to check that everything is working on the technical side because I had a little bit of issue when I tried to go on. So I want to be sure it's working before I record. If you're watching, let me know. I hope you're doing well. The snow is slowly melting here. I can hardly see any outside here in Quebec. So I'm going to unbox our new business kit that is available anywhere in the US and Canada. If you want to know the list of contents that I'll be showing in a moment, send me a message and I'll send you a PDF with the list of contents and there we go. Everything that is included, what it means to become an Epicure consultant. But right now, today is focused on what's in the kit. So who wants to know? Let me know if you're watching, where you're watching from, if you can hear me well and see me well, and who wants to know what's in the kit? Haha. Okay, so I'm all set up here, and we're going to open it up together. I just want to be sure that you can see well. I know you care more about the kit than me, so you want to see what's in the kit, right? Okay, so I am so excited. This is the kit that Epicure consultants, new consultants, people who purchase the business kit get right now with the new summer season coming up next week. Yay! Who's excited about that? I am. So I'm looking at those comments at the same time. Now, when you get the kit, this is like a huge box. I act like it doesn't show in the video, so I'm just gonna, it's heavy too, so kudos to the FedEx drivers who bring our Epicure boxes. And oh my gosh, the delivery fees with Epicure are so reasonable. Have you ever tried to ship Epicure products? It costs so much if you do it yourself, but with Epicure, it's included with the kit. So all that, plus the fee for the delivery is so reasonable. So this is what the kit looks like. It's huge and it's heavy. I'm gonna put it down. Whew. Okay, so I'm doing the English unboxing. If you wanna come back for the French unboxing, it's right afterwards. When we open up the kit, what's so exciting is there's a little welcome quote. To be healthy, you have to cook. To truly know what's in your food, you have to cook. To cook, you need the products and the passion that inspire good food. That's from Sylvie Rochette, the founder, who is from Quebec. And then her daughter is the CEO, Amelia. If you want to know what's in your food, you need to cook. So what I like about the kit is how pretty it is inside. It's all lined in purple. And then we have this little 3-step tip on how to start your business. I'm just going to put this here, make it handy for us, right? Okay. We're not going to do a course or a training tonight. I know I'm a scientist, and sometimes I get very academic with everyone, but that's just for show for tonight so that we know we're looking at the kit today. So I'm going to tell what's in the kit, and send any questions, any comments, or contact your consultant if you're already doing business with someone. If you're not, I'd be happy to answer your questions. So what's in the kit? I'm going to start with the meal solution. So Epicure is a solution company. It's not a spice and dip company like people think. It's actually meal solutions from raw to ready in 15 minutes or less. I know Epicure says 20, but I only do recipes that are 15 minutes or less. And I specialize in vegan or vegetarian options. So you can follow my cooking classes in my VIP group. So meal solutions are very simple sachets or bags that have a recipe on the back, the ingredients on the back, and French, English, ship anywhere in Canada and the US. And for example, we have this beef and broccoli, which is super good, and I make it with tofu and vegetables. Honestly, the way I use meal solutions at home, even though I sometimes follow the recipes, is I take whatever I have in the refrigerator, whatever I have in my pantry, and in my cupboards. And I take my meal solutions or my spices, I don't know if you can see them here, and I just take whatever and put it in. Okay, so I use the meal solutions with any vegetable, any protein source. I use vegan or vegetarian. And so you have all these. You have the beef and broccoli in the starter kit. Right, put them here in this little handy basket. Then we have crispy lettuce wraps. And I'm going to tell you why you have these as well. You have a couple of each. And I can send you the contents in a PDF, the Philly cheesesteak. I also know a vegan option or vegetarian. Or mac and cheese, which cannot be vegan because there is some milk powder in it, but it's like the best of the best to substitute for the classic one. And I wanted to finish with, we have, this is for a little bit later, and then we have desserts. So, this is our chocolate pudding. Any milk, 2 cups, and the bag, and you have instant pudding. We make it with kids, like cooking classes all the time. So that's the first part, are the meal solutions. And why does the kit come with meal solutions? Is so you can show people and practice making easy, simple, quick recipes from raw to ready in 20 minutes, or 15 if it's my recipes with the ones I use, vegetarian ones, to show your customers when you become a consultant, but also to test and practice yourself. So how does that sound to you? Isn't this a good start? Now, who wants to know what else is in the kit? Who else wants to know what else is in the kit? So the next thing I'm going to show you are a couple of the jars that you get. So you get a couple of our top favorite products. You get the roasted garlic, which replaces garlic in so many ways. And you know, everything is in a glass jar, so we don't need any preservatives. Everything is gluten-free, and there's no toxic chemicals. So I'm going to put this here. And that lasts forever, like jars like that. Well, don't quote me on that, not forever, but for a long time. And Asian stir fry. This goes with Asian thing. Of course, you can do stir fry, but every single product has hundreds of ways that you can use. Well, not all of them, but like the dip mixes have hundreds of ways that you can use them. And on the website, you get a website as a new consultant, and on the Epicure website or your website, there are thousands of recipes and also meal plans. Now, before I show you the rest, I want to explain something about the kit. So you also get this, Summerberry. So let's say you're doing an online cooking class, in-person cooking class. This is the best dessert to make. This 1 cup of yogurt and a tablespoon of this dried fruit makes the best berry yogurt, but without the tons of sugar or chemicals. And also it's very good for the planet because you just use 1 jar and you just add the yogurt that you need to add. So what I wanted to share is that kit is made for you to have everything you need minimally for your first 3 months, for you to try and also to do your cooking classes. Because if you do 4 cooking classes or gather 4 times $250 in orders, which is the same as far as amounts, then you earn prizes, rewards, and bonuses in products and cash every single month of your first 3 months. That's the Fast Start program. I'll show you that in a minute. So the reason why it's set up the way it is to allow you everything you need to do those cooking classes and to practice, to try it out, and to share with people. In the summer, the best way to share is usually when you're in person, potlucks, meeting with family, picnics. It's a very, very natural way to sell in the summer. Often it's very simple. The last 2 years have been different, so we'll see how it goes this year. We can continue the online classes, and we can also do in-person wherever it's allowed. So the next thing is we have a couple utensils, and I have a collection that I want to show you that is my favorite, and that happens to be in the kit. So we have the prep bowls. This is a set of prep bowls. They're also measuring bowls, and I find that they reduce the amount of dishes that I need to use. I use them for my cooking class setup. And this is where I do my cooking classes. We also have the citrus press, which I'm going to show you how also it fits in with the collection that I'm going to show. And then our 4-in-1 4 measurements here. tablespoon, teaspoon, half a teaspoon, a quarter of a teaspoon in our favorite purple color. And then we have our grip and grab utensils. These are all perfect for your cooking classes. All you do is take part of your kit and then you're ready for your cooking class. Watching the comments still. If you're on, if you have questions, let me know. So another big thing that comes in the kit is our multi-purpose steamer. You can find tons of videos about this on YouTube and even on my own channel or my page and group. This is so practical. In the oven, regular oven is where I use it, right here in all my cooking classes, or in the microwave. And also it's very easy to wash, hand wash, dishwasher, and I also put it in the freezer when I need to. So what's practical is it's very good, it's very helpful and very easy to use for people who have even like joint pains, or for children who have smaller hands, and just for everybody in general. Okay, so what I wanted to share about that is that there's a collection that comes in the kit. It's the Good Mexican Real Fast. So what's awesome is these are products you can buy separately. However, if you put them together, there are dozens of recipes that people can make for their household without having to think about what's for dinner. It happens to be my favorite collection. I have been demoing it for almost 15 years. If you search on YouTube, you can find one of me doing it in 2009. Okay, hopefully I've learned some new things and shown some new things, but this means it's something simple that everybody can demonstrate to their friends, to their family, to their new customers. It contains the poco picante, my favorite of all, because I grew up in the Caribbean and haven't had an avocado tree in my yard, obviously not anymore in Quebec. The guacamole mix, 1 tablespoon, half an avocado, and you have guacamole in minutes. And then the fajita spice, which of course replaces the, loaded salt ones that we usually buy. And it includes the collection, the Good Mexican Real Fast collection includes the Enchilada Meal edition that I did not show earlier. Okay, so when I do the Mexican, I make tacos or nachos, 15 minutes, and this week I made a taco pizza, and I use all 4 or all 3. I don't always use the enchilada one. I use the citrus press to put some lemon in my salsa and guacamole. And I use the prep bowls to prepare all my condiments like salsa, guacamole, onions, everything in the prep bowls for the cooking class on the Mexican, nachos, everything, or layered dip. There's so many possibilities. And the steamer too, to cook, well, if it were with meat, you would make ground beef. I usually do mushrooms or beans. I do them in the steamer with the fajita mix. Watch my videos for the details, or any Epicure video on the Mexican theme. So that means that in your kit, you have everything to demonstrate the Mexican theme, and you can actually do that for all of your cooking classes for the first month, or even more. There's so many times you can do that cooking classes, so much you can do with it. Now, okay, what else? So there's the knife that comes with it as well. Our chef knife. And what am I missing? The Good Food Real Fast collection, because there are other themes as well. There's Greek, Italian, Asian. They come with this bag. When it's put together, it looks like that. And it's kind of like a reusable lunch or outing bag, and very practical to take to your cooking classes. You can tell people that these make great gifts for someone who has a new house, college student, someone who just recently retired. These collections make great gifts. They're themed, and there's tons of recipes you can make with each one. So a new consultant also gets all the paperwork that they need to achieve their best results in the first 3 months. And that means you get a kit of catalogs, which I can't really show right now because this one is coming out in a couple days, but you get, some catalogs that come with it, but honestly we have them online as well, virtually, so I'm going to put it here. Anyway, these ones are in French, so. And what else do we have in here? I have to say this is my favorite part. I don't know if it is like that for other people, but I like all the paperwork that comes with it, all the little things that customers don't get. Like the little special things that are only for consultants. I like the exclusivity. So what we get is we have a little card that we can give to our first hosts who book a cooking class with us, virtually or in person, and they get $40 in free products. Anybody who has a cooking class with you in your first 30 days, actually in the month following your sign up, they get $40 free products on their cooking class. So that's an exclusivity, right? Then we have a gift certificate for Vistaprint. Vistaprint is for business cards, stickers to put on your jars. I don't remember if we still have something like that. The sticker. Sometimes you can get clothing with Epicure logo. It depends. I haven't been on there for a little while. And then after your first month, all your hosts get $20 extra free products if they book ahead with you for a cooking class. Then we have it's in French because I speak mostly French here with my customers, but you will get it in English if you order in English. We have a super app called Ami, A-M-I, and it does all your organizing your customer follow-ups. It's kind of like a virtual assistant, and it's free when you join with Epicure for your first month, and there are ways to get it for free after that. And even after that, it's only $5 a month Canadian. So what am I missing here? Okay, like my favorite part, but sometimes it may not be what people find the most simple, but I like it a lot. So this is something that would be worth organizing a 3-way call with the person who sponsors you, and maybe your leader as well, if your leader is not the one who sponsored you. And this is the Fast Start to Success. It's the 3 steps to success with your business. And there are tons of rewards, optional, but that you can earn in your first 3 months, and free products, free events, credits for events, credits for products, and also cash bonuses. There's thousands of dollars worth in your first 3 months. If you want them, ask the consultant who sponsors you how to get them, and they can help you, because Epicure, you're not alone. You have a sponsor, a team, organization, and then you have the whole community, the international community in the United States and in Canada, and the website, if you have your own website, plus a training website with all the information, social images to share on social media to get you started and to help you month by month with everything we promote. So what are you most excited about? Because I'm at the end of my unboxing here. I have to put it all back in to do the French unboxing. So let me know what you think. Make sure you comment or write me or your consultant if you have questions, and if you want the link to register, to know the cost of the kit, to know the the PDF of the content. I'd be happy to share with you. And I think it's a great idea. Obviously, I've been a consultant for 15 years, and Epicure has taken me through my highs and my lows in my life, and has always been there for me, as well as the community and the friends that I have made through this business. So I invite you to join us for your epic life through healthy eating. Take care, and let's talk soon.